today's topic is let's write emails. It's a simple, no nonsense approach to writing emails that convert. Okay, we'll talk more about this. Before that, these sessions which we are doing, the webinars, these come under the banner which is known as This is Marketing. Okay, now this is marketing started off during the whole pandemic and everything. Everyone started off webinars, so we also started it. But what happened is, over a period of time, I discovered my own voice through this medium, and I understood one part key. Uh, I do not like fluff-based marketing. Okay, when I say fluff-based marketing, marketing that does not that always feels like the people will show a lot of numbers and graphs and all, and they'll give you a lot of theory, but actually when you practically go to apply it, you figure out nahi ho raha hai. Okay, so this is why this is marketing is a practical, no nonsense webinar series. Okay, the format is very interactive. Whenever I'm showing or presenting something, you guys have equal freedom and opportunity to, just comment in the chat or use the Q&A. Okay, if you have long questions which require long answers, I might take it towards the end. But if you have questions which are, easily which can be put in at the moment when I am talking about something, then I will cater to them right then and there. The second thing about this webinar which I really like is it's practical. I will show you maybe a few things in actuality, not in theory, but actually doing it. Okay, and few of the examples are personal. Few of the examples are from areas which I know are going to help you guys. So let's just go with the flow as we go, right? Um, the whole webinar series came up because of two, three things, which is crazy research, absurd observations. You hear a lot of weird stuff from my side, maybe. I don't find it weird, but some people might be like, ये किधर से किधर connect हो रहा है, okay? But it adds its own craziness to the whole show. There's a pinch of creativity and a whole dash of inspiration. I want you guys to actually use these things and come back to me maybe on email or social media and let me know if it works. If it doesn't, let's figure it out. Okay, I'm not saying 110% whatever I'm saying is going to work, but I am saying if we keep at it, we will make it work for sure. Okay, who am I and why the hell do I have the authority to talk to you guys? So my name is Jaljit Ajani. I believe in one thing, which is I do nothing, I do everything. And this crazy approach towards life has helped me gain a lot of experiences in multiple things. So I am a content creator by profession. Okay, I used to run my own animation studio, and around 3.5 years back, that animation studio I converted into a digital marketing agency, which is known as Synclarity. I run it with my partner Amjad Desai, who hails from Abu Dhabi. And the whole idea over these 3.5 years has been we have worked with a lot of international and domestic clients, and we have gained a lot of ideas and around the space of digital marketing. And that's what we are sharing, right? So that's who I am. Now, let's just get right to business. Let's write emails. And let's write emails that convert. Now, what I'm going to be talking about are things I don't want to get into the graph and the numbers part of it. I just want to first reinforce the fact that emails are an essential part of our daily lives. Okay, everyone over here who has come on this particular, you can say, webinar right now. Okay, there are around 14 attendees at this moment. A crazy approach this week, which we did, is we did not do any promotion on social media. Okay, we just posted things as usual, but we did not drive ads or anything out there. What we did is we just sent emails to everyone. So all of you guys who are on right now here with us are only through emails. Okay? There might be one person I have seen who has come through a LinkedIn event, but apart from that one person, everyone is registered through emails. Okay, we scored somewhere around, I think, 35 registrations for this particular webinar, and out of which we are getting 50% audience at this moment, okay, which is very good. Now, the whole idea is So this reinforces the fact that emails are great. They work. I haven't maybe spoken to you guys in a lot of time, or maybe communicated over the internet or something. But because an email was sent, you guys are here right now, and that is the greatest thing. If you think that is great that you guys are here because of an email, please send one in the chat so that I understand okay, you're feeling great about it. Okay. And if you're not feeling great about it, press two and send it. Awesome. I can see some ones coming in. So great, guys. So the first part is emails are essential. They are part of our lives. Okay. There are few people who might say emails are boring and all those things, but email writing is a skill that everyone needs to have. Now, why everyone needs to have is because it's the easiest and cheapest way to make connections. Okay. Again, reinforcing the same fact, we are all here because of an email. So it's great. I'm feeling very good about it because this time when my social media marketing person came to me, I'm like, I don't want to promote it online. I don't want to promote it on social media or something. I just want to send an email. And what we did is just to take things to an extreme. We just sent one email yesterday. That's it. So this entire week we did not run ads. This entire week we did not send any other email. We just sent one email and that's it. We did not even send a follow-up email or an email chain or something. And this clearly shows me the power of email. There are many emails which we use in our day-to-day lives. Okay, many means many, but these are few popular email types which we all need to understand. So one of them is cold emails. Cold emails are nothing else but they are emails sent to people who you don't, who you're not in touch with for a long time, or these are people who you don't even know. How do you approach them? Okay, because and cold emails are great because it's clearly there is no relation or point of contact between you two people, but you're sending them digital ink and they read it and they might connect back with you, and that's the magic. So email is the original social network, if you may ask me. I would say email is the original social network. Okay, the second type of emails are introduction emails. I guess everyone sends them. Okay, you, be it in marketing, be it in business, be it in sales, we all send introduction mails. It might be about introducing yourself to your boss. It might be introducing yourself to maybe your team members, or it might be you're introducing yourself to a new client. Okay, and these introduction emails, they have a certain pattern to it, and you may find a lot of formats and everything online, but there are very simple formats which we need to use without without any link. Okay, and that's the best introduction email. Okay, and even if you're using attachments and all these things, how many of you guys think attachments are necessary to send on email? Can you send on introduction email? Can you guys, if you think attachments are necessary, okay, maybe it can be a profile or a portfolio, then please press one. Okay, or if you think attachments are not necessary on your first email, press two. Great. Attachments are absolutely not necessary, but a lot of times the kind of introduction emails that we get, right, are fully laid with very hardcore format. Okay, it talks about, and it's very mechanical, it feels less human. So this is what we need to fight. We need to fight all these less human kind of emails to a more human personalized formats. So we'll see how to do that. Then there are welcome emails. We want to welcome team members, we want to welcome clients, so on and so forth. Onboarding emails are an essential. Very few people I know do onboarding emails. They might do a welcome email, but they might not do an onboarding email. You guys understand the difference between a welcome email and an onboarding email? If you guys do understand the difference, please press one. And if you guys don't understand, press two. Okay, I'm seeing more twos right now. So, see, welcome email is just about greeting someone. Someone comes to your house, You just greet them, and that is your welcome email. Okay, it might just be a text based email, and that does the trick. But when we talk about an onboarding email, an onboarding email is a journey through maybe your product or service. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say you're a company. So I'll take our own example. We are Singularity. We are a digital agency. So when we send a welcome email, it just says, "Hey, we're really glad to have you out here as a client, and we would love for you to take this journey, or we would love for you to take this journey with us ahead. Hoping to a better future together." And that's my welcome email. In my onboarding email, I would go on to say, "Hey, um, here are a few people who I want you to introduce, who will be working with you on this journey." So there is my project manager, Parag. Okay, there's my digital marketing manager, Rehan. There's my social media manager, Ritika. And these people are your go-tos for these specifics. In case there is some other, you can say, issue or anything, I am always open to this particular conversation. Now what I have done is, in the onboarding email, I have directed a hierarchy. I have directed something to do with my company. Okay, I might also introduce them to technology which we use. So as an agency, we use Slack and we use Trello a lot. So what we do is, we send a Slack invite. Now, when we send a Slack invite, it might be the person is not using Slack. So what we tell them is, "Hey, as an agency, we use Slack for internal communications, and it would be great for you to join. Here's a free invite to Slack. Okay. Once you join in, here are a few tutorials you need to see. These will get you up and started in the next 5-10 minutes." So an onboarding email tells more about, what all things the person needs to communicate with me. The onboarding email simplifies their life with you. Okay, so that's the major difference between a welcome email and an onboarding email, right? Then you might have, the next type of email is a request email. A request email, everyone has sent this, I guess, 100 times. So again, uh, I'll give you an example from my own life. What happened was, I was on LinkedIn Premium for some time, and LinkedIn has this crazy idea that they give LinkedIn Premium free for 2 months. So I went on to LinkedIn Premium and I got it free for 2 months. Now, at the end of 2 months, I got, so my 2 months ended, but I forgot to disconnect my card. So I got charged now for the third month. And I didn't want to continue with the service at that point. So what I did is, I had to send them a request that, accidentally this has happened, that I have forgotten to cancel and money has been debited from my account. Uh, is it possible for them to reverse the money and cancel my subscription? And so I sent this across, and within 2 days, my subscription was cancelled. I got my money back. And this happens all the time. Like, if you are in the digital space, and your digital cards are connected everywhere, it might happen because we are signing up for trials, we are signing up for newer products every now and then. So it might be your card is connected, and you might find yourself in a situation wherein you need to send a request. The request can also be to an actual human versus a company, wherein you are trying to tell them, you're requesting them to do something. Maybe it's a request to the client to give an approval, right? So a request email is also one of the most common emails out there. Next part is the sales email, and a sales email is again connected to just one thing, which is sales. The whole idea of the sales email is, you want to talk about a product, give the pricing, and you want it to close. It might also have a proposal in it, it might have a quotation in it, so on and so forth, based on what uh, range or which stage you are at. Then comes the marketing email. A marketing email is nothing else but an email that is filled up with some information about your product or service, and telling people, "Hey, we're doing this week. We're doing, maybe we got featured here." And those are the kind of marketing emails that everyone needs to send. There are follow-up emails because conversations get lost. An average person gets tons of emails every day. So it might be if you have sent a proposal request or something, there might be delays in the reply coming in. So a good strategy to for that would be to send follow-up emails, and you would realize that follow-up emails are the ones that close certain deals for you versus your first email. So follow-up email is always necessary, right? Next one is a very simple one. It's a breakup email, which I am sure most of us. Now, this is one part, sometimes we just silo ourselves out. We just, stop communicating. And stopping communication is not the best way to break up because it leaves confusion on the table. Instead, if you were to break up even in real life, right, you would always want closure. You would always want to have a conversation with the other person and tell them this is where it went wrong or this is what happened. So breakup email is important because you are sure you don't want to follow up beyond that point, so you're making it clear for the other person also. Okay, then let's say you're broken up, but after few months or something, you want to reconnect with that person. How do you reconnect? That is also an email which is possible. There's an apology email which is possible. We are humans, we make mistakes every now and then. There is a certain amount of things that we miss to achieve or something. So we need to have an apology emails, and these are emails which we send, right? Congratulatory emails, which are maybe your client has achieved something, maybe you have achieved, maybe your team member has achieved something. We need to understand how do we congratulate someone digitally. So these are the kind of emails which are also important. Outreach and connect. Imagine connecting for PR or marketing activities, okay, to editors or someone who are actually from maybe a publishing house, and you want to connect with them so that they you want to connect with them so that you can distribute your content on their platform. So this is also a kind of email which is very important. It might be for listing purpose, it might be for generating backlinks, so on and so forth. The last email, which is very, very important, is the nurture email. The nurture email is for people who are part of your contacts, but or maybe who are part of your clients or email list, but they have subscribed to you, but you are not talking to them. Okay, so they know you. It's like, that friend on your phone. You might be having tons of contacts, but you are not talking to all the contacts daily. But at one point, if you get a message from a contact, a known contact, you will suddenly be pleasantly surprised. And nurture emails can do that trick for you. And why nurture emails are so important? Because your network is your net strength. You cannot do anything yourself. You cannot do anything in isolation. You need your network. Right now, all you guys who are on this call, you guys are my network. So there is something which I can help you with, which is going to give you guys, the boost to the next, you can say, the next phase in your life. Similarly, you can also maybe provide some value to my life, which will take me somewhere ahead. Okay, so we need to strengthen and nurture the network which we have created or which we can create. So if there are any doubts or if you guys want further explanations on things, let me know. Okay, you can fill in the chat or you can put it in the Q&A, and I will ensure to come back to that. However, continuing forward, you only need three things to write. Okay, first thing is you need a computer, which we all have. It can be a computer, it can be a phone, smartphone, and I think everyone has. Okay. The second thing everyone needs is internet, which also I think is freely available. And the third thing which you need is a subject. Now, all the things which I told you about earlier, the kinds of emails, each one of them would play out different based on the scenario. Okay. So you need to know what is the subject you are writing for. Okay. Now there are only few rules to write great emails. One is always write to add value. Do not write जो भी आपने स्कूल में समझा था in terms of a very formal based approach of writing emails. That was good at that point, but right now you cannot be that formal everywhere. Okay, you have to understand ki what is the pulse of the opposite person who you are writing to. Maybe you are writing to a millennial, maybe you are writing to someone who is in an authoritative position. So if someone is in an authoritative position, you have to have a very formal tone to your email. If someone is maybe as chill as you are, then if you write it in an authoritative tone, they might not appreciate it. They will fail to connect with you. Okay. The second part is, even if you're writing for anything, it might be an email which you're writing maybe ages after connecting with that person. But what can you do to add value? And adding value is very simple. Okay. Adding value is very simple. Why? Because most of the things which are available online can add value in each other's life. Okay, I will show you how, but again, just remember this: always add to right to add value. One other part is, you might be adding value without even giving in links. You might just say, imagine an email which comes to you: hey guys, I just came about this new idea in my head today, wherein it's so crazy that we are we get bombarded with more than 2000 ads per day. The number of ads or brands that are exposed to us per day is more than 2000. Okay, now imagine the amount of confusion, or imagine the amount of clutter that we are surrounded with. Okay, now our aim as maybe writers or marketers or digital you can say digital natives is not to add to that clutter, but to break away from that clutter. So what I would propose is, instead of writing an email, let's call and talk to each other in person over a maybe over a Zoom call or something. Now what the email which I sent, now I'm going through, this is one example of an email wherein I'm saying, भाई email नहीं करना है, क्या करते हैं, 15 मिनट का एक जूम कॉल कर लेते हैं, या एक फोन कॉल कर लेते हैं, एक वीडियो कॉल कर लेते हैं. Okay, now why I said that is because, imagine, with this whole lockdown and all these crazy things which are happening, we have all been under a lot of unknown stress, and we have lost one touch of human connection which was earlier happening. Earlier we were meeting people, there were so many meetings happening daily with regards to work, so on and so forth. But now what the way I am adding value to someone is by telling them, भाई email नहीं भेजते, एक काम करते हैं, एक call पे आ जाते. The communication which I did is, I started off from a point, we are bombarded by so many ads or brands and XYZ. But in that particular messaging, the value which I added over here in the last line is, let's not write an email now. Let's go over a Zoom call. So that is building connection. That is building, that whole thing. And किसी को ये email, like बहुत कम लोग ऐसा email सोचेंगे लिखने के लिए. So when your email comes in, okay, and the person reads it, he or she will feel, wow, this guy has some unique approach to this whole thing. Let's just get on a 15-minute Zoom call and see what he has to say. Okay. So this is how you can add value. Adding value does not mean to give only, or to talk about only your business, or to talk about your service, or to talk about something serious. Adding value can just be a 15-minute space for someone to talk, and if you offer that, great. That's the greatest value you can add. Okay. So what you need to understand is, ये कुछ भी हो सकता है. If you are in, like right now, One second. So let's say, for example, if you someone out of you guys must be in marketing, okay, is my assumption right now. Is someone from you in marketing? Please, can you introduce yourself? Or just say me. Okay, so there is Rahul, there is Momita, Sameer. Now, imagine this. If I were to just send an email and I were to tell you about three secret hacks, okay, or three secret ways to get 100 followers, okay, on Instagram instantly, which everyone can get, but no one has looked at it that way. So, if I were to say to a digital marketer, dude, here's the secret to get 100 followers, and obviously you need to have that secret, right? Or else, here's the way to write your Instagram bio, and I give them a particular format. Would you guys be interested to look at that message, and would you guys actually read that message with a certain amount of, you can say, acceptance? Rahul, Momita, Sameer, Vandit, would you guys read that message if I were to give you hacks for Instagram growth? Right. So now I know my audience, so I can make a message which can add value. Similarly, if someone was in education, then I would not send them this message. I would talk to them about their field. Okay, I would talk about maybe, you know, how Byju's versus Topper versus Vedantu. What is this whole cycle? What is happening out here right now? What is happening with this whole edtech space? This would actually get me more attention, right? So these are a few things which we need to think about. Who are we writing to? Okay, and that's how you can add value. Next is, again, it's connected to what I'm saying. You need to personalize. Now, personalization does not mean only based on profession. Personalization is also about थोड़ा रिसर्च कर लो किसी को ईमेल करने से पहले. ओके, रिसर्च क्या करेंगे? किसी को आप ईमेल भेज रहे हो, वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट थिंग्स व्हिच यू नीड टू डू अ रिसर्च इज check out their LinkedIn account. What are they sharing? Okay, like say for example, if I was to go on LinkedIn right now. Okay, so I'm going to LinkedIn at this moment, and I would let me check out Momita Ganguly. Yeah. So this is Momita who is on the call right now. She's a marketing intern at Cape Record. She has given her, you know, her bio where she's talking about an understandable, quick thinking, and fruitful result-oriented digital marketer, thorough knowledge of social media and content marketing. Now, this is giving me a lot of, you know, you can say fodder to think about. She has experience in blog posts and social media. She has proven skill in building customer engagement and business visibility, which is great. All of these things are great. This is one thing which I learned about Momita through her LinkedIn. The second thing which I will check is, has she posted something? So this is what she has shared right now. Few hours back, she shared this, which is um, Mysore Sandalwood. Okay, there's a story over there. She's also sharing this part. She has written something about a campaign. The same concept should be in India as well. It's very unfortunate to say we even tend to forget what ingredients we have in the fridge. So she is, engaging with Social Media Dissect, which is a page which talks about social media and all the updates. So I understand Momita a lot more, and she's interested in content marketing and all these things. Okay, now I'll just go to my account. Okay, and few days back or few months back, actually, I have made a post which I think Momita will be really interested to check out. So, Momita, according to me, okay, based on my understanding in content marketing and all, this post is something which you will love. Okay, which is talking about why does a tire company rate food? Okay, and this post is talking about Michelin. Okay, so Michelin tires have been rating food since the 1900s. People used to buy cars, but they were not using them enough. So Michelin creates a guide to list the best food and stays of Europe, and they started giving it away for free for 20 years. Okay, people drove far and wide to explore food, and eventually their tires got worn out. Who did they buy their new tires from? Michelin. So this is content marketing, which is pre-internet in the 1900s. They just made a list, they made a review book, and they shared it all across Europe, and people read it, and people started driving. And because Michelin had given them those books and everything, उसमें obviously ad होगा Michelin का and everything. So people bought tires again from Michelin. And today, Michelin rated restaurants are the top rated restaurants. Imagine now, what I've done is because I know about Momita, I can share this story with Momita. And if I were to just pick this up as a link, okay, and write an email to her and send it across, hey, I think you will find this interesting. I don't even need to do anything more than that. Just write these four words. I think you will really love this if you are in content marketing. And I would give that link. She will read it. She will make the connections and she will think of it. Ki, dude, this is the most personalized mail ever which has come. Okay. So this is how this much research is giving me a lot of details, right? One last thing which we all need to remember is do not use big words in email. Do not use jargons in email. I'm not saying no jargons because jargon itself for few people might be a complicated word. So I'm saying no big words. Do not complicate it. It's not. It is a proven fact that writing complicated words in English or example Shashi Tharoor kind of English is not the best way to communicate. Okay, for business communication, the writing which you need to write in the English writing in terms of the level of English writing which is acceptable worldwide is around 8th standard. So 8th standard का बच्चा जो समझ सके, that is the kind of language we need to think of. Okay. Now let's look at something practical, which is the structure of emails. Okay, I will show you a few emails and I will break down the structure, which we can talk about. If you guys, one more thing is, if you guys are writing emails or finding writing emails to be difficult, or if you are finding कि आप लोग email लिख रहे हो but reply नहीं मिल रहा है, तो let me know. Okay, let's take a look at few examples which you guys also have, and let's start fixing them right now live. Okay, so I'll come to that part of it, but if you have something, just keep your minds open. If you have some difficulty in writing emails, we can go for a live session in some time wherein I will give you the opportunity to talk as well as share screen maybe. If you otherwise just share the link with me and I will share screen and we can actually fix your emails right now. Okay, so the first email is the intro email. Okay, now this is an email which I sent somewhere around 2 years after my agency. So my agency completed 2 years, and this is when I actually reached out to a set of customers from my animation studio ka time. Okay, so I was running an animation business earlier, and that was also in marketing, but that was only creating content for agencies and production houses, right? And from there we matured into a digital marketing agency. So during that time, based on my work, we were able to create a list of, you can say, around 60 to 100 clients. Now out of that 100 clients, I got 60 clients ka emails with me. Okay, but I didn't reach out to them the day I started my digital agency, because I didn't have the experience. I didn't want to just waste my connects. After completing 2 years of, you can say, Singularity के साथ 2 साल खत्म हुए, then I wrote them a mail, and this is the mail which I wrote. Okay, so Josefa is an actual client. It's been quite some time since we connected, almost 2+ years to be precise. Hope things are great at your end. Below, I would like to introduce my new ad venture. Okay, that's some quirkiness. So, Singularity, it's a full service digital agency, and you can click to view my service deck. Psycave, it's a growing MarTech community, and Psycave का link दे दिया. Workbox, custom unlimited graphics for your brand. Workbox का link दे दिया. Our idea is simple: create an ecosystem of synchronized services and solutions. This is Singularity. Visit us at singularity.in. Then, as a past client, I want you to get as much benefit from all my ventures. Let me know what you think, and more importantly, how may I help you? As a next step, it would be great to catch up in person to discuss how technology is changing and whether your company is aligned to take advantage. Book a call. So I've given them few things. Now the whole idea over here is, this is a past client, and I wanted them to see what I have been up to for 2 years. I didn't want to send them a show reel, or I didn't want to send them, something like a portfolio. I wanted to actually view all my ventures live online, because that's what we are doing, right? What is the best way to showcase your digital marketing agency? Not a deck, but live work दिखाओ, live काम दिखाओ. तो मैंने live काम दिखाया. ये मेरा कंपनी है. This is my community which I am working on, and this is, a custom productized solution for graphics. And then ask them to book a call. I sent this only to around 30 to 40 people, out of which I think few people responded back, okay, congrats and all those things, which are there. But two people converted, okay, and they took the journey ahead, and that itself gave us a revenue of more than 1 million rupees. Okay, it's something. Those accounts are still working with us, so it's easily, the value of this particular email which I am showing you is actually, it's more than 1 million rupees right now. And that's how powerful email communication is. Okay, let's look at another introduction email. This particular introduction email is a sample which I picked up from the net. Over here, what's happening is, I'll break it down for you, ki what exactly is happening. But this is just Ilya writing to Ben, and he's just writing, hey, I'm a first time entrepreneur, and I have just started to build my product. He's looking for experts in the space to basically review and give more feedback, and that's why he's writing this mail to this particular guy. Now this particular guy is actually the founder of Kissmetrics. Okay, and this is also an actual email. Yeah, it's not a random email. So Ilya wanted to write to Ben, who is the co-founder of Kissmetrics, and he's asking him for his advice. So this is a cold intro email. Now, a cold intro email, how you need to write it, you cannot just write it from a point of view कि मुझे ये चाहिए, and please check out my app. You know what this guy has done is, let's break it down. He's got a very simple subject line. Okay, now a simple subject line has one effect, which is कि ये इंसान ने लिखा है. This is not a robotic thing, because on email we get tons of spam, and tons of spam which is just, you can say, bot based or something. So looking for advice when he writes, it's a very simple human connection. The next thing which we check out is the same idea, which is in the first para, he's positioning the reader as the expert. So whoever he's writing to, he has actually made them the expert. So imagine if you're writing to someone, but you are just asking from them something. There is no background to it. So he has created a whole background. Hey, I am the newbie here. I am a first time entrepreneur and I have just started working on my product. Like मैं कुछ नहीं हूँ, मैंने तो अभी शुरुआत की है, बट मैं experts ढूंढ रहा हूँ. And मेरे lot of my friends actually pointed in your direction. So he's positioning the reader as the expert, but he's also backing it up with social proof. He's also saying कि dude, मैं reference के through आ रहा हूँ, एक बंदे का नहीं, बहुत सारे बंदों का. अभी reference था नहीं था मुझे नहीं पता, but he's written it amazingly, right? And then he's like, so I was hoping you could give me your feedback before I spend too much time building something that nobody wants. Now, again, when he's writing, before I spend too much time building something that nobody wants, this particular statement is gold. What he's saying out there is, first he is told, I'm a first time entrepreneur. And again, he reinforces that point by saying, मैं ऐसे एक डायरेक्शन में ना चला जाऊं जहां पे कुछ ऐसी चीज बना दूं जो किसी को चाहिए ही नहीं. So please मुझे help करो, right? So he has reinforced this person as a expert, an expert to the core key. This person can guide him whether this guy is spending or is wasting time or something, right? Now the next line is this. If we see, here's my idea. So he pitches his own product in a very nice way. In just one line, he gives a very clean explanation of his product. He does not give a elaborate pitch ki, I am competing with this, or I am the Uber of you can say this or something like that, which is, most of the people talk in these jargons right now. Ki, my product does this. Then they would say my product is a mix of Uber mixed with Swiggy mixed with Zomato. And किसी को समझ नहीं रहा है वो क्या बोलना चाह रहा है, but वो सिर्फ you are name calling at that point. This guy doesn't do that. He just gives a very simple idea. I have a crawler that crawls millions of websites and can see who started a free trial with Mixpanel. Mixpanel is a product analytics tool. Okay. So if सामने वाला expert है, he instantly will understand what he's talking about. The second thing which he does next is, do you think information like that would be valuable for somebody like Kissmetrics? जो Ben बंदा है, he is the co-founder of Kissmetrics. Okay. तो actual मुद्दा ये था कि Ilya wanted to reach out to Kissmetrics, but he doesn't want to just reach out to Kissmetrics directly. He use my product. He wanted to just associate with the co-founder and tell him, dude, you are the expert, let me know. And then second thing, is this information going to be useful for you guys in Kissmetrics? And again he puts in the point, or I am just wasting my time here. Okay. Now understand one part. The first email, there is no link. He's just asking for advice. He's taking permission. Once the reply to this would be, the person will come back to him and give a permission or say, okay, let me know. He's also trying to get confirmation on his own product. Okay. So basically, Ben को reach out किया, Kissmetrics को भी reach out कर लिया, and he's asking Ben, if you are interested, please respond to me. Okay. Now, what happened after this is the person actually responds to this guy, and the person actually invests in this particular company also down the line. So this is again the power of an email. Okay. So this is something which I would want you guys to think about when you are writing an intro email. Are you guys writing a human email, or are you guys writing an email which is filled with links talking only about your company? Here in this entire email, he spoke about his company only in one line, which was this. Can you introduce yourself, okay, in this way? Can you introduce your company in this simple way? This is what we need to start thinking about. Like जितना भी मैसेजिंग है, जितना भी ड्रामा है जो आप लोग कर रहे हो, लेट्स से, instead of putting that whole drama in one big email, how can we just make it a one liner? How can we talk more to that person about themselves rather than our company? And then by creating that connection, move forward. So an example which I always give to my team is, imagine if you are talking to you're talking to a new person. You're not going to just pitch in your product, or you're not just going to ask them to help you instantly. You will want to first explain to them ki bhai, I am a human, you are a human. Okay, and we both want the same things, but you at this moment are somewhere else where you have the position where you can help me out or something. So it should not look like an ask, it should look like they will help you. Humans ka, one of the things, if you were to think about human psychology, if you ask people for help, people want to help. Okay, if you ask people for help, people want to help. So when you write to someone, I'm looking for advice, they will give you advice. Okay, very rarely कोई advice नहीं देगा. Indians में तो और ज़्यादा है ये चीज़. So take advantage of this, because once you get their viewpoint on few things, then the next thing is they would want to know, अरे तू क्या कर रहा है? What are you up to? Okay, if you write to someone, or it's like this, if you compliment someone also, if you're going out and you enter into a party or something, and someone says, hey, you're looking good, or that the shirt that you're wearing is great on you, you're not just going to say thank you and walk away. You will automatically give them a compliment also. ओके, ह्यूमंस का एक चीज समझना यहाँ पे बहुत जरूरी है कि ह्यूमंस कॉपी ईच अदर. If you are standing in a crowd and a crowd of people, and suddenly if you fold your hands, everyone else in some time will start folding their hands. And this is behavior which has been seen over a period of time. Okay, so similarly here, there are certain things which we need to understand. These are known as psychological biases. One of the psychological biases is people want to help. They don't know why, but we have this intrinsic bias to help people. So if you reach out to someone from that angle, they will help you out. Okay, the next email which I want to talk about is a request email. Okay, now request emails can be of variety, but here this particular email is where you are reaching out to a friend. Okay, and when you are reaching out to this particular friend, you are asking them to connect you with someone on LinkedIn. Okay, now why this is good is, this is the power of network. If you know someone and they know someone, and you want to actually know that someone, okay, so person A knows person B, and you want to connect with person B. If you go yourself to introduce to person B, you might say, "Arey, person A, that person A is my common friend." It feels silly. But if you get person A to introduce you, okay, what will happen is they will be able to position you in some way. Okay, they might say ki, let's take an example. They might say ki, Momita is a great content marketer. That is the kind of introduction the person will give. They are not just going to say, okay, you know what, Momita reached out to me and she has asked me to reach out to you. That's not how humans communicate. So that is the format over here. Hey friend, how's it going? Now, what's happening is, hey friend, how's it going? It's a very simple, casual greeting. If you see even the subject line, because it's you are writing it to a friend, it's just favor and an emoji. That's it. Then instantly tell them. So favor जो सब्जेक्ट लाइन में है वो तो समझ गया कि ये फेवर की बात हो रही है, बट अगेन यू reinforce this, wondering if you can do me a big favor. Again, this is that bias where people want to help. So again, you repeat it to reinforce. Then clear specific ask, who and what, ये clear होना चाहिए. Would you mind passing a message along to your LinkedIn contact, Carol Singer from Revive? Okay, so very specific. Can you pass on a message? I have an opening for a client soon, and I think I can help her create some high converting content for her website. Here's a message you can pass along. So, clear specific ask दे दिया, किसके साथ कनेक्ट करना है, that she has said, and what is the message to be passed on. Okay, so imagine if you were this person who is receiving this mail. You don't need to do any thinking. You just need to just copy this and paste it in your new message or new mail, and just send in this as the body text. Hey Carol, it's Elu, how are you? I'm in touch with a really good writer. This is what I'm saying, this is positioning. Really good writer, because what is he trying to say? I can help her create high converting content. So if someone says ki they can create content, they need to be a good writer, and that's what यहाँ पे the friend is positioning. And he has a few conversion focused content ideas for your website. Again, simple ask, and simply ये चीज paste होगा, and that's it. Okay, the person should not be thinking at all, because they are doing a favor to you. End में just have gratitude and add a little bit of fun, and this is where thanks, I really appreciate it, next drinks are on me, just let me know when. So you are offering them, this is a friendly bribe, right? कि next time यार party मेरे तरफ से या जो भी है. And use, in India you can actually use English. You don't need to be very super formal about these things. You can actually use English. You can actually contextualize or maybe reference out आपका कोई एक अड्डा होगा जहाँ पे आप लोग हैंग आउट करते हो, रेफरेंस आउट दैट अड्डा, कल मिलते हैं वहां पे 6 बजे या जो भी है, so on and so forth. But when you do this, the person will feel great about it, and they will feel ki you have, even if let's say when they are reading it, it's not ki they will read this and they will actually do this and then they are going to read it. They are going to read from top to bottom. So when they have read this last line, they know ki they are already getting paid for it. Paid for it means in a friendly way, so they will do it. That's the whole idea for a request. I really love the simplicity of the subject line, if you see, which I mentioned to you there. The next email is the follow-up email. Okay, now one of the pain points about a follow-up email is ki kitni baar. Okay, now you guys need to tell me how many times has it happened to you guys where you have reached out to someone, sent them a proposal or something, but suddenly they go AWOL on you. They just go missing afterwards. Has this happened to you guys? You write an email to someone and they disappear. If it has happened, please press 1 and share in the chat. जितिन के साथ हुआ है, सही. मेरे साथ बहुत बार हुआ है. Okay, and I always used to think of it कि maybe that person is busy or something, but it's not about that. People lose interest, and at the same time people are not tied in into your you can say mission. So over here, this is a good formula wherein forward mail ek bhej do unko. Okay, now what's interesting over here is a simple follow-up question we need to put. This is based on your last conversation with that person. So you just write, when would be a good time to finalize a few details about your Facebook ad? So if let's say you're pitching to someone for maybe some new project or something, you just say, instead of asking them at that point any decision or something, you just ask them the direct end question. When would be a good time to finalize the details of your project, of the project that we discussed? And उसके नीचे जो है आपने फॉरवर्डेड मैसेज एक रखा है जो आपके बॉस ने आपको भेजा है. Okay, so this is the only line which you are writing, and this entire thing is a line which your boss has written. And you know what the boss does? He boss ka subject tha, what's the update on this, you know, and you are actually forwarding that email ahead. So basically what you are creating an atmosphere over here is someone is actually a pure case, someone is taking your case कि भाई इसका अपडेट क्या है. सो व्हेन यू से कि कोई आपको फॉलो अप कर रहा है और आप इस वजह से किसी और को फॉलो अप कर रहे हो, तो आप जो है एक चक्कर में फंसे पड़े हो बिकॉज ये बंदा आपको रिप्लाई नहीं कर पा रहा है. And you highlight that thing out there, you put this thing out there ki, dude, someone is following up with me, okay, and I need to give that guy an answer. But you are not going to ask, you're not going to write this whole thing, you're going to just forward these emails now. So what the boss has written is, how's the proposal for Zip growing? We are finalizing our Q4 work. So it gives a reason for your boss to follow up with you. And this is what you are sending as a forwarded mail. I hope this is clear. Like, this is the most amazing format for a follow up. अगर आप किसी क्लाइंट को चेस कर रहे हो, इंस्टेड ऑफ चेजिंग द क्लाइंट, व्हाट यू शोकेस द क्लाइंट इज, डूड, मेरी लगी पड़ी है, मुझे मेरा बॉस फॉलो अप कर रहा है, कैन यू प्लीज अपडेट मी. And that person will feel sorry कि अरे यार, I need to help you out, or I need to, because again the human part of it comes in over here. If we see, you know, as Indians we always love the underdog story. You know, underdog story means जो जीता वही सिकंदर. अगर आपने मूवी देखा है, that's the underdog story. एक Amir Khan was a person who was the most you know, naughty and lethargic as well as कीड़ा कांडी करने वाला बंदा, जो एक्चुअली वो एथलीट बन नहीं सकता था. बट टुवर्ड्स द एंड वी वर cheering for this you know, this guy actually winning that race. एंड इंडिया हमेशा से अंडरडॉग रहा है. लाइक if we see the 1983 World Cup, we were not the actual choice of winners. But when we won it, we were like, whoa, we did it. And that's why it's all the more amazing to, you know, experience those moments. So India loves underdogs. So when you show this, you are kind of being an underdog, and the person will automatically, उसको पता भी नहीं है क्यों, but वो आपकी मदद करना चाहेगा. So this is the crazy format this particular email has. One more secret email which I would tell you about over here is, imagine um, doing this for a marketing campaign. Okay, how? So let's say if you guys are in a e-commerce space or e-commerce business or something, and you are running a campaign, तो एक ये है accidental email करके format, wherein what you do is you just show कि you are emailing another customer and you are giving them a better offer. Okay, so as a company, imagine you say, hi, based on your request, this is your 25% discount. And ऐसा करके आपने एक email भेजा हुआ है किसी को, forwarded, and then you apologize for it. Hi, accidentally आपको ये भेजा है मैंने. Okay, so this is, when you send this, the other person feels instantly, he feels the fear of missing out, FOMO feel होता है, and they reach out to you, dude, that guy got a discount, I also want a discount. Actually they didn't want to even buy at that point maybe, but this is one of the tricks which a lot of e-commerce companies use with their customers right now. Okay, so this is known as an accidental email. Here we are doing it purposely for sure. So yeah, so simple follow-up question, your boss ka mail, urgency due to the timeline, this your boss is justifying, and the boss ka signature. When this email goes ahead, that person will feel sorry for you and they will come back to you with a reply. Okay, how many of you guys like this format of a follow-up email? If you guys like this format, please please write me in the comment. Thank you, guys. Next, what about the follow up when someone does not reply to your email? Like maybe आपने 2 से 3 email भेज दिए हैं, but someone is still not replying to you. What do you do then? Okay, so the subject line is the most important thing. Did I do something wrong? We have to show that we don't bloody understand what's happening and why something went wrong, but we are willing to take that fall on us. So we are accountable for this. Okay, आपकी आपको पता नहीं आपने क्या किया, but आप उसकी जिम्मेदारी ले रहे हो. Which is the greatest way to stand by your product or service. Then the first part, I haven't heard back from you in a while. Imagine this person has not replied to 2 or 3 of your follow-up emails. And then you send him, I haven't heard back from you in a while, wondering, did I do something wrong? Again, you are reinforcing. Show that you are understanding what went wrong or something went wrong, but you don't know, like you don't understand what's going wrong, but you are accountable for it. Okay, recap and remind them with a strong affirmation that they had about your product. So here, this is your pitch. Last time we spoke, we talked about how it's possible to dynamically show different versions of your landing page that match the content and call to action of the campaign each visitor came from. You really like the examples. Now here, whatever conversation you guys had, okay, before 2 3 emails, maybe a phone conversation or something, वो मुद्दा क्या था और उसका conclusion क्या था. Okay, so that conclusion you are putting up in a small para, and wherein you're positioning the reader they actually liked what you said about this whole thing. Okay, so this is for clients who actually love the idea, but they are not coming back to you. So they are like, the meeting ends up very positively, and you feel oh, they are in awe of this product, and they will give you that contract or something. Or else maybe you are someone who has a physical product. You're maybe selling a sofa or something. I don't know, and at that point they love the comfort of your sofa, right? But now they are not replying. So ये same चीज आप मैसेज या व्हाट्सएप पे भी अप्लाई कर सकते हो. That's the beauty of this. Okay, maybe you are into real estate and you are talking to them. You have showed them a flat which they really like, so they loved it for the airiness, for the openness, for the vastu, so on and so forth. Give them all the possible ideas and like conclusions which they drew at that point. Okay, because people rarely disagree with you in person. Okay, now people who disagree with you in person, be thankful to them because they are not putting up these pretenses. वो लोग आपको instantly बोल रहे हैं हाँ या ना. They are great. You should love them. Okay, but people who show you कि अच्छा है और नहीं, ये उनके लिए है. तो अगर उन्होंने बोला है कि अच्छा है, तो भाई तुमने तो ये बोला था. That's where we are now stumping them. Then again, we have put them in that corner, but we are still taking ownership of the conversation, and we want to offer to fix what is broken. So if I skipped a beat, like not answer an important question for you, please let me know. Again, we are putting them in that guilt little bit. We are telling them, शायद से कुछ गलती मेरे से हो गई, मैंने शायद से आपका कोई क्वेश्चन था वो आंसर नहीं किया. So can you please let me know so that I can help you? So this particular thing, this urgency of your, which is coming out from your writing. Now, if you notice this, this is not like, in our emails, we don't use this. What we normally use is, please revert, let me know your thoughts. इस तरीके से अपन बात करते हैं. But if we were like, if you have an important, instead of writing, let me know your thoughts on this. If you write, if you have any answers, if you have any questions about my product or service or about our conversation, let me know. I would be more than happy to answer. This is an empathetic, or you can say, this is a very positive, personalized response, which is what you need to go out with. The last part is the breakup email. Okay, it's the most simplest format. जो भी आपका पहले का, so breakup हो गया. Now there is no point in investing in that particular relation maybe. So what you do is you are not even writing a new subject line. जो भी वो पहले का है उस पे ही आप reply कर रहे हो, वो अपने आप subject line भी आ गया. You just write one thing. Hey, I haven't heard back from you in a while. Can I put this on hold for now? Again, it's a breakup email, but it's a temporary breakup because you're saying, can I put this on hold for now? So beyond this point, you will not follow up for this particular thing, but you're leaving the scope open कि बाद में अगर कुछ है, you will connect with them. Okay. I would not say have like you should apply the same strategy in relationships. Okay. Do not apply this strategy in relationships, but in terms of profession and keeping in touch with your customer, you can do this. Because if tomorrow you have something which is of value, you want to connect back with them, you want to share with them some or the other of your work. So this is the classic. You are asking to so they will feel like they are losing something at this point when you say haven't heard back from you in a while. Okay, so ये initiation जो है, and can I put this on hold for now, these things people don't want to put anything on hold. People feel they are losing out on something. So that's why this breakup email might also reignite a conversation. Okay, but that's what our idea is. Okay, so are we clear on all these email examples which I shared? Or if there are any questions which you guys have, please let me know. Okay. Second thing which I want to understand from you guys is, do you guys, based on what we discussed right now, do you guys have any emails that you want to share which maybe we can fix together? Is there something like that? Do any of you guys have any emails or any doubts which you want to fix? If you have any doubt or anything, please, you can raise your hand. We can talk about it. Or else I'll move to the last part. Rishabh, you have actually raised your hand. Do you have something like, is there a doubt or something which you have on your mind? No doubt. Okay. Okay. You still have time because this is, I will move on to my something which is towards the end, which is email across the funnel. Okay. Now, there is a very simple, clear funnel which is there, which people use in marketing. Okay. So, this is a simple funnel which people use in marketing, which is the IDA, which moves from attention or awareness to interest, okay, to desire and action. Do all of you guys know about IDA, or should I give you a small 101 on this? If you guys know about IDA, please press 1. If you don't know about IDA, please press 2. Okay, a website is okay. Okay, awesome. I'll give you a brief introduction on this. Now, awareness, consideration, conversion, advocacy. Over here, so that's a variation on this, but this part over here is the IDA funnel. What it talks about is, whenever someone is there out there to buy something, then that person moves from attention to interest to desire and action. Basically, if I want to, let's say, right now, one of the things which I want to buy is maybe a book, okay, a book on marketing, which is by my favorite author. So I come into the attention phase when the author announces that particular book. Okay, so this is also author announcing a book se zyada. Let's think of it. COVID ke time pe the movie theaters were closed, and now a new movie is going to release. सो द फर्स्ट अटेंशन फेज आपका कब आता है? जब उसका अनाउंसमेंट होता है या उसका एक ट्रेलर निकलता है. Okay, so when the trailer comes out and you see the trailer, you get excited for it, and it has come to your attention that this movie is going to release soon. Like yesterday, I saw the trailer for Suicide Squad, which is going to release somewhere in August. It came to my attention that Suicide Squad 2 is coming in, and it's directed by James Gunn, and I want to see it in August. Now I have made my mind already. So over there, what I did is I have come. It has come to my attention. It is of my interest. I desire to see it, so I will take the action. Okay, but normally all the people are not going to move so fast through this funnel. Okay, we are all at different phases. For that particular movie, Suicide Squad 2, I have literally, if the movie was out right now, मैं अभी देख लेता, पर मैं नहीं देख सकता, तो मैं अभी डिजायर के स्टेज पे अटका हुआ हूँ. When can I take the action? When the movie releases. Okay, so the IDA funnel is nothing else but it is a framework in which our mind works, okay, and how we take decisions over a period of time. So something which catches our attention is a top of the mind content, which is maybe just to do with, let's say, the topic. So the topic of Suicide Squad 2 is exciting. Release date मुझे पता है, and I am now excited. जब ट्रेलर आया तो दैट इंटरेस्ट मेरा जगना शुरू हो गया. सो नाउ आई सी इट विद, आई एम लाइक वाओ, सुसाइड स्क्वाड 2 में कौन कौन है, इज डायरेक्टेड बाय whom. So now I am looking at all these things. Okay, when the next trailer will come, my desire will be further amplified. Okay, it will be like, dude, इसमें ये भी है, wow, it's crazy. And finally, when it releases, action में लूंगा. Now, in a marketing scenario, how this happens is someone wants to buy a washing machine. Okay, so when they come on to Google and they put a search for washing machines or something, what typically now people do is, maybe you might go to a YouTube review channel, and you might want to understand from people ki what brands of machines there are. So in the attention stage or awareness stage, I'm just looking at washing machine overall, सेमी ऑटोमेटिक की ऑटोमेटिक, वो मैं चूज करूंगा. इंटरेस्ट के स्टेज में मैं वो सेमी ऑटोमेटिक और ऑटोमेटिक से निकल के मैं ब्रांड की तरफ आ जाऊंगा कि कौन कौन से ब्रांड्स है. लेट मी चेक आउट ईच एंड एवरी वन का फीचर्स. ओके, इन द डिजायर स्टेज आई हैव लॉक्ड इन ऑन अ ब्रांड. आई एम सेइंग LG इज माय ब्रांड. LG में ये एक टेक्नोलॉजी है विच इज नॉट देयर इन एनी अदर टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड इट्स अ सुपर ऑसम प्रोडक्ट. तो डिजायर के स्टेज में मैं वो LG के वॉशिंग मशीन के बारे में सब कुछ जान जाऊंगा. I will look at the reviews, I will look at video reviews, I will look at offers, and so on and so forth. And in the action stage, I am looking at, I was looking at all of these things, but action stage में I am looking out for discount offers. होली का कोई ऑफर है क्या? Because मुझे ये खरीदना है. So वो टाइम पे I want an offer or something, and then I will do the purchase. So this is how a person or a buyer moves from attention to action. And this is the role of, this is what can happen through email also. So awareness may, you just talk about, the ecosystem, and you talk about the space of your product and service. Okay, you introduce few top challenges in your space. So if someone is coming out for that washing machine, what we will talk about is, there are so many washing machines, and washing machines save time and all those things. Upar say we talk about this. We also talk about maybe something, कोई एक बीच में अभी कैंपेन मैंने देखा था, which was about कि why should only women use the washing machine. Even men should use the washing machine. So that is top of the funnel content. Wherein awareness के लिए ये लोग awareness फैला रहे हैं कि भाई आदमी भी use कर सकता है. Okay. Then there is some update which we give कि okay, there are these new technologies which are there in washing machines which are helping you. So 4-star rating होता है, 5-star rating होता है, electricity save होता है, XYZ. Okay, and maybe you offer a lead magnet. Lead magnet is maybe something like a comparative guide to all the washing machines available in India today. So you don't need to do extensive research or watch 100 YouTube channels. You can just download this one guide and आप वहाँ पे easily images में दिया हुआ है कैसे ये एक दूसरे के साथ compare होते हैं. So जैसे ही किसी ने ये download कर लिया, they have moved into the consideration stage because now they know the details. Now you can talk to them about LG का ये particular problem है या जो ये solve करता है and Whirlpool में ये solve होता है. You can also share with them case studies. So they will go to Amazon. Amazon में देखेंगे reviews क्या है. Okay. So all of these things can be sent through mail is what I'm talking about. If you can write your entire product and services emails based on this, it will be amazing because this is what you can keep on sharing with these people again and again. You can give them a test, okay, by giving them a free trial. So you give them a free trial means for a physical product you will give a free demo. He come down to this mall and you can sign up for a free demo because demo से क्या होगा, they move one step further towards conversion. They will actually physically use the machine. They will feel more कि I want to buy this, and that's what people do. So आप उनको एक फ्री ट्रायल के लिए इनवाइट कर सकते हो. वहां पे कन्वर्जन हो सकता है. क्यों? क्योंकि जब मॉल में आएंगे टेस्ट करने के लिए तो आपका सेल्समैन वहां पे दे देगा उनको एक टाइम बाउंड ऑफर कि ये अगर आपने आज बुक किया तो होली का डिस्काउंट है एंड यू विल गेट 25% ऑफ, लेट्स से. एंड वो बहुत क्लियर ऑफर रहेगा. तो जैसे ही वो ऑफर आ जाता है सामने, द पर्सन विल टेक एन एक्शन, ईदर बुक इट और नॉट बुक इट. एंड इवन इफ दे डोंट बुक इट, दे विल गो अवे थिंकिंग अबाउट कि अरे यार ऑफर मिस हो गया. सो आपका ब्रांड उनके साथ चला गया है वैसे. एंड द नेक्स्ट पार्ट इज एडवोकेसी. बेसिकली दिस इज द नर्चरिंग पार्ट ऑफ इट कि आपका कोई कस्टमर अगर बना है, you need to keep on engaging with them. You need to somewhere ask them for feedback, and don't just ask for feedback. How is my washing machine or how's your washing machine? Also give them something free with it. So if you fill up this form, we'll give you a month supply or maybe 3 months supply of Surf Excel free. कुछ तो ऑफर आपको करना पड़ेगा, या फिर गिफ्ट कूपन आप दे सकते हो आपके प्रोडक्ट्स का, या फिर Amazon डिस्काउंट दे सकते हो, so on and so forth. And then lastly, give them a community offer which they can share. This is referral. Ki you love the machine and we would love for you to extend this to your friends and family members. So कल ही मुझे Zomato से I use Zomato Pro. So I got a coupon code which is basically Zomato Pro I can give to 3 of my people for free for 3 months. I'm like great. जैसे वो आया मैंने forward कर दिया मेरे दोस्तों को. Now, it's just a community offer, and because of that community offer, someone else will start trying out that product. So it's a great way to grow business. So this is how emails can be also used across the funnel. Okay. Uh, I think this is where more or less this is what I wanted to discuss with you guys about. Do you guys have any questions on this whole topic of email marketing, or not email marketing but email writing mainly? Okay, then I would be more than happy to help you out. If you guys can share your emails which you are writing right now, I can actually help you write better emails live at this moment. I would just if you can share the Word document or something, I will put it up and we can talk about it. Okay, so anyone of you guys has any emails to write? If you guys have any email to write, please press 1. तो limited time offer है यार. Okay, I hope you guys are really clear on this topic, and if anything, anytime, please reach out to me on email or Instagram or LinkedIn. Okay, I would be more than happy to help you out there. How can I share a sample doc using Zoom? I'm logged in from mobile actually. Okay, Jayan is saying Jen, if can I make you, can I put you on speaker so that then we can talk about this and we can see how to do this once again. Hi, Chen. You can actually unmute yourself and we can talk on this.
Hi, hi,
Hi.
and good afternoon to everyone.
Yep.
Uh,
Hi.
First of all, thank you, for an insightful session. Although I couldn't join earlier, I was at a clinic, so as soon as possible, I joined in, and it is the first time I came to know about this model. So thank you so much. Though I mean, anybody working in marketing obviously knows about the funnel and all the stages, but
Right.
the way you have explained it, step by step, and how what kind of communication is to be made at which stage, it is obviously very helpful.
Right.
I am actually trying to see an option, but I have files in my mobile which I can share for a quick review. But I'm not very savvy with this Zoom on mobile. I am trying to find how I can share the
Right.
document.
So tell me, do you have the documents on Google Docs or something?
I have it in Google Docs as well. Plus, I have it in my mobile also.
Right. So
The problem
if it is on Google Docs, you can just share it to me on my email. I will just put it up out here.
okay, great.
Right.
So, the email ID is
I will just put it in the chat. One second.
yeah, yeah.
So email is jeet@singularity.in.
Okay, so I'll share a generic mailer which is around an executive briefing and which I've created for the company.
Okay.
It is not as per the stage of any funnel. It is like a normal mailer which goes to our database.
Right. I understand.
So will it be good enough to discuss?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just shared it with you.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about your company and what they are doing?
Okay. The company that I work for is BYD Group, and as a group, we are into multiple domains. We are into training. We are into staffing, technology, and various other services. So the mailer that I have shared is one part of it. We have partnered with various leading training brands across the world.
Hmm.
And this mailer is part of one of the promotional activities that we do for one of the brands. Eagles Flight is one of our partners, and this mailer that you will see is basically on a complimentary executive briefing session that we keep on doing. We keep on inviting people to attend our session. All of that.
Understood. Understood. And this will be a HTML mailer if
Yes,
I'm
it will
thinking.
be converted into an HTML mailer. Yeah,
Okay.
this is a plain document. I have not shared any graphics or anything.
Understood.
Uh,
Yeah.
since we are discussing about the creation part, it's the very basic email creation. So I've
Hmm.
shared the document. I have not shared the creative part.
No worries. We invite you to explore our range of experiential learning programs, which combine immersive activities that mimic real world challenges with a targeted DP. Experiential learning allows participants to experience and learn by doing and not by listening, reading, or watching. As participants personally experience the results that come with applying their skills, they are more inclined to do things differently next time. New competencies are developed, more information is retained, and individuals are more likely to. So, what I see is one of the first things, right? Your entire email is written in third person.
Yes.
You know, it is written from the point. So, over here, it is talking about we invite you to explore, okay, our range of experiential programs, and then you are explaining experiential learning out here, okay.
Hmm.
And the
Yeah.
third part is you are explaining key what results do people get and why experiential learning is helping them to get these results. And the last is the key takeaways. Now, over here, what the first thing is, I would say we need to write everything in first person. Okay,
Okay.
because what will happen with that is instead of saying ki as participants will experience, you can say ki you will experience
Got
better
it.
results, right? And that's the first part of it. The second thing is for an HTML mailer, I feel the text is too much
Too
to
much?
be used.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can actually reduce it. Now, and one more part is in terms of registration and all these things, I would say you can have a CTA on top
On
also.
top. Okay.
Yeah. Which is like after your, let's say, or maybe in your banner only you can have a CTA.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Okay, so one CTA goes by default in the banner. This is why this register and non-mode is here, and the other one goes at the bottom of the list.
right
So,
now,
but that is not a usual practice. I would not say it goes every time, but yeah,
right.
sometimes it is there in the banner, sometimes it is not.
Yeah. Now, the first part is if you see your subject line, it is learn by doing and not just listening. Now, this is your experiential program ka idea, right? Which you are
Right.
talking about. Now, when we come to the banner is saying connect your actions with desired performance outcomes. This suddenly has become something else. Like I am not understanding. I see
The
a
connect is
disconnect.
okay.
Okay, so I would say, like, can you tell me what? So I understand the whole experiential learning part of it, but
Hmm.
in this webinar, what is going to happen? Can you tell me about that?
It is like an overview of what experiential learning programs by this brand offer. When there are multiple training companies who offer a wide range of experiential learning program, this particular briefing is specific to Eagles Flight. So it will be an overview of different sorts of experiential learning programs that we have, plus why how it is going to benefit the people.
But will this training itself be experiential in nature in terms of the webinar?
Some part of it. A small activity would be included, but not the entire webinar would be an
Okay,
experiential journey. Okay.
okay, okay. Now I'm looking at Eagle's flight right now. It's talking about all these things, why it works, experiential learning, 5 reasons why we are different. And this goes to a very targeted list, is what I am thinking about of people.
Yes.
This won't. So
And
over here,
whatever
yeah,
activities we do, it is not B2C.
understood,
So,
understood. It's
yeah.
typically
Okay.
for the L&D department or something on those lines. Now, one
LDHR.
yes. Now, one of the things is, you know, if let's say, for example, you are doing this program for sales executives, okay?
Okay. Hmm.
Um, you can do it for everyone, but what one of the things which we need to do is we need to become very specific about who we are writing it to, like who is getting the benefit out of this. So
Hmm.
learn by doing, not just listening. It's very vague, you know.
Got it. Hmm.
So how can we actually target someone and make it in line with them? So can you give me an audience who you can specifically write this to?
The ideal audience for these kind of programs varies from people working at managerial level and above. It is
Okay.
for teams also. Basically depends on the client's requirement. The offerings that we have, it can be customized as per the team, individual or organizational level. So it's for the CXO, CTOs working also at the top level. It's for the managers also and for their team. So say for example, we can take sales managers as one of the set of audiences.
Correct, correct. So if we were to take sales manager,
Yeah.
so then what we need to do is we need to say, let's say I'm just writing something.
Yeah.
The next. So something as simple as 10x your sales, by attending this webinar, or else the secret growth, or the secret, you can say, to 10x your sales. Complimentary webinar, and in this webinar we are going to talk about the secret to 10x your sales. So basically getting 10 times your sales is what we are going to share in this particular thing. Now what needs to be then done is the webinar topic needs to be such, which is also
I was coming
connected.
on to it. I was
Yeah.
coming on to it because when it comes to see, there are certain trainings, certain brands that we deal with, which obviously no brand can guarantee. The figures or statements like these are basis the past records. We have had clients in the past who have experienced 10x sales and 10x benefits. But then you are right. If I mention anything of this sort, the webinar has to be aligned according to this. The concern here is, what if we don't have any committed numbers to say 10x your performance or 10x this or
Okay.
anything of that sort.
Great.
So
Great.
what to do in that case?
Okay, great. If you don't have that, I love the problems that you're saying, because these are realistic problems. Now,
Right.
and tell me the companies, Eagles Flight has worked with, or if I just go to Eagles Flight, I'm sure I would get
Uh,
their clients.
Yeah, I mean, if you'll go to Eagles Flight US, there would be a different list of clients that they have worked with. But the problem is that we cannot use it because it is their clientage. We are just partners in India. We
That's
can
okay.
rather have our own clients to mention.
No, see, what happens is, when
Yeah.
you're working with someone from a different market who is getting their presence out here also, you can take the permission from their marketing team to include their past records, and I don't see a
Okay.
problem to that, but you can ask them.
Okay.
However, one part
I'll
is,
confirm.
if you have a big roster of clients yourself, okay, like if you have
Uh,
worked with, let's say, I don't know, Cisco or Reliance or someone on these leagues.
we are working with Mahindra, Hindustan, Dabur. They like top clients from
Perfect.
FMCG and banking and finance also. So
Perfect.
yeah,
So
as a group, we have a lot of clients to mention.
yeah. So complimentary. Now this complimentary webinar, I'm just removing this for the moment. Uh,
Okay.
how we helped, Dabur. Which other brands you said?
Um, uh, a recent was HDFC. Then
Okay.
there's Mahindra.
How we helped top professionals or top execs from Dabur, HDFC, Mahindra. So let's just keep it at this point, and we'll come back to this part.
Okay.
Or else we can also, so one of the words which is very powerful. It seems cliched, but it is secret. You know, the
Okay.
secret of top execs from Dabur, HDFC, Mahindra. Now, what is the secret? The growth secret. Growth is again what you guys have, helped
Yeah.
them with. So the growth secrets of top execs uh, from, or of companies like, okay. Now, when you share this, now again, understand, if you're in your email list, if you are reaching out to the same scale of companies like Dabur, HDFC, Mahindra, then they would pay
Mhm.
attention to this email based on this headline. Like
Got it.
if I am reaching out to, let's say, Kotak Mahindra, if I am reaching out to, let's say, ICICI, and they see HDFC, they want to see what the hell is this.
I
Right?
see. Got it. Got it.
The next part is uh, over here. Now, the growth secret of top execs of companies. This is not, and then connect your actions with desired performance outcomes. Now, what we are
So
basically
this
saying
is
is,
in line with the. I mean, what I understand out of this is the text will have to be redesigned. The complete mailer will have to be redesigned with respect to the subject line that we are offering, and I will have to connect the growth part with the experiential learning.
yes,
Right?
perfect, perfect.
Okay. Got it.
And also, one thing which I can say is, instead of
Yeah.
saying register and learn more, you know, you
Mm-hmm.
can you can just make this also personalized. I want to, uh, let's say something as simple as I am in.
Okay.
So what this does is, this is the person reads it. Now, when we read something and we read something which is affirmative, like I am in, the person
Got it.
sometimes, psychologically makes the choice at that point itself.
Hmm.
So he or she will instantly then click on that button, and they will go to your landing page, and they will, register themselves. So that's also one thing which you can think about. Uh,
Okay.
Over here, the body is something which you can reduce quite a bit and make it like you are talking to that person. That's it.
Got your point.
Okay, and I guess this would really help you guys to get more. I think at least a different level of reach or performance, because the main thing is being specific is very important. It gives the person the idea that, okay, they are talking about me, so it is useful for me. And the
Hmm.
second part is, they will feel when they see the trust, or they will see the companies that you are associated with, they will automatically make the choice, okay, these companies are good trusted companies. So that's why, you know uh, Chayan is a
Got it.
very, you can say, trusted partner to work with.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like me to help on this?
Um, I think I have got a lot of clarity, and my mindset itself has changed a lot in these few minutes. And thank you so much for that. I've now understood how to give that personal touch through an email where people don't feel talking to a robot. Obviously, when we talk like this, many of the things seem like a motherhood statement. कि हाँ ये करना चाहिए होना चाहिए, but when the execution of it comes, that is where the challenge lies. And now I've understood. So thank you
Great.
so much for making me understand and explaining it so well.
Great. Perfect, man. I
Okay.
really appreciate this. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for sharing this.
Yeah, and thanks to you too for explaining me step by step. It's just there's just one thing which I wanted to ask, and sorry, if I'm
Yeah.
disturbing other participants, I won't take more than 1 minute.
Hmm.
Actually, I have joined in late, which I didn't wanted to, but due to some emergency that place, I had to go to
Right.
some hospital.
No
So,
worries.
can I get a recording of this webinar? So just in case to see
Yes,
where what all I have missed and
definitely.
how to cover it up. So
Definitely.
I am assuming that we have covered the spamming part of mails. Have we discussed that already,
The
or we haven't? Um, this the session was more about the content writing and email marketing, right? So I'm assuming that we have already discussed about the mass emailing and how to control spam and everything. So
No,
or if we have those topics covered,
this is only about email writing,
email
as
writing.
such.
Okay.
But so I was just talking on that, because that itself is a vast topic. But
Yes.
however, what you have mentioned, I will cover it in the future for sure. Uh,
Okay.
One
So
other
anyway,
thing,
the recording will help me.
yeah.
And
So
yeah.
by, I think, Wednesday or something, this will be up on our website. So what I will do is, in the
Okay.
chat, I will share the link to our website where we are storing all the recordings. You guys can
Okay.
actually see all the webinars that have happened till date.
So far. Okay.
Okay, so there is like a good amount of content out there, and it's all in this practical manner, wherein the topic is broken down into its simple bare basics.
Okay.
Okay,
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks a
This
lot.
will help me. Thank
Awesome.
you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks a lot. Guys, so that was a very interesting conversation because that showed you guys firsthand what are the things that we can actually do immediately to connect more with our customers and audiences. So being specific about who you are reaching out to, that is, I think, one of the key takeaways I would take from that conversation. Uh, Anyone else, if you guys have anything more to add, okay, or any more emails to check, I would be more than happy to do that. Otherwise, moving forward, so this time we spoke about email writing. Next time, um, we have a part two for landing pages. So last time when I did the landing pages topic, I went through the whole idea of creating a landing page and we built the copy for the landing page. But I actually wanted to show you how to set a landing page up, how to actually build one landing page. So landing pages part 2 is all about the practical way of creating a landing page in a tool like Unbounce. So I will go through practically show you how we can do this, how we can create a mobile responsive landing page in less than an hour or so, um, easily. So this is what we will be covering next Saturday at 11 a.m. Okay. So I hope you guys would connect back for that particular session, and we will catch you on an email. So don't worry. So we'll send you all the things. In the meantime, if you guys want to connect with me, you can go on to Instagram Jeet Ajani, LinkedIn Jaljit Ajani, and as well as email jeet@singularity.in. I have also shared a link for singularity.in/webinars, which is basically the page where we upload all the data which we are recorded till date on all the webinars. So there are approximately 35 plus webinars out there, and it's like a treasure of content information which you guys, if you guys have enjoyed today what you attended, then you will love that particular source of information. Okay. So with that said, I think thanks a lot, guys, for coming here on a Saturday. It was great chatting up with all of you guys, and wish you a very safe and happy weekend. Cheers, guys. Take care.